These are going to be some boring streams. I'm telling you. No participation means very boring stream. It's not just mean for me either. Because if it's boring for me, it is going to be boring for you guys. Nope, this is the database. Wait. There's 151 dinosaurs? Wait, it says there's a... That's making no sense. There's only one that's not unlocked. Okay, No, how do I get to the thing? How do I load? Oh, here we go. Nope. Biosyn completely out of... Alright. Itch. Oh, okay. Remember that. Now, there was something I need to remember I had to do, but I can't remember now. I probably should review. I probably should review my other footage, my other stream and stuff, and find out. Where's this? Let's see. What else? I may not be able to do it this way. For reasons that nobody participates. that nobody partakes of anything that is able to. Yeah. There's gonna be some boring streams. I'm telling you guys, if you don't participate, if you do not tell me anything, then these are going to be some boring streams, which in turn is going to cause people not to show up. And why is that? Because no one's participating. It's a big effect that happens. So this needs to change. This needs to change so that people will actually show up. Up and enjoy themselves, because that's the whole point of being entertaining. I'm going to have to cut this stream roughly around 12:30 if we can't get anybody to come in here from now on. There's no point in doing a stream if there is nobody in here. So there's no one to participate. Those of you who are unable to participate, that's fine. Those of you who are able to participate probably should be in here and telling me things. But, again, do what you want. But when you do what you want, you don't get what you want, because if you want something, you're not gonna get it. Because, hey, like I said, you have to participate. In order, you need to participate if you want. So these two will have carnivores in them. Because those were the options that were given. You know what? I don't think I'm gonna even make it to 12:30. I think we're just gonna have to end it like soon. I just started the stream. And it's not gonna be doing. I'm gonna be bored, guys. I'm gonna be bored. I'm bored just starting this stream because no one wants to participate. I've given so many times, so many options for participation, and no one cares to participate. And there's 87 of you. At that point, there's no excuses for no participation. Because this is not enough. I put this in here to jumpstart everything. Because there's only two things that'll happen. Either I take away the ability for you guys to do anything and I just do it myself, or I stop the streams early. But those are two things. So those are the two things. Because now that I'm able to implement those kinds of things, now that I'm actually able to implement those kind of things, you guys can actually get some benefits. But if it doesn't happen, within this going to be very short episode, which I do not like the fact that it's a very short episode. I prefer them to have a decent length. Then one of two things is going to happen. Either you guys lose your ability to participate altogether until further notice. Yeah, you just lose it. You just lose your ability to give me suggestions. You lose your ability to do all that fun stuff for a little while. Until I can figure things out. Or, and I just do everything. Or, I end this stream early. Or I start ending these streams early because there's nothing to do without things being done. And you know what? Since it's going to be that boring, I guess, I don't want to end off the episode. I'm just going to go with option 1. I'm gonna do it myself. Until you guys start wanting to participate, no more anyone gets to suggest anything for a little while. You guys want it. Sorry. This is how it's gonna have to be for this. I can't sit here doing nothing but going around the map. I can't just sit here and do absolutely nothing. I gotta do something. There has to be something here. That's boring. Just sitting around waiting for something to happen. So there were votes, but they were very mild. But you know what? I think I'll take on the both votes. I think I'll take on the both of the votes and bring in both the majungasaurus and the saurox and the sinosauropteryx. The majungasaurus. Where is it on the list? Oh no, there's a Ceratosaurus. Because that's what the post was for. Oh, pardon me. There's the sinosauropteryx. You know what? Since that's the first thing I found, that's the vote that I'm going for. And then the other one is going to be the majungasaurus. Or majungasaurus, I don't know. Because that was what the post is getting. I tried to be encouraging about this, but everyone just starts coming in now, and then it's too. Sorry, but it's too late. Start now. It's too late. You don't get to have that now. You have to wait. You have to wait for a little bit because I need to figure things out. I might start doing things with posts and posting something after I do the video for people to vote on what creatures they want. Not for every episode, but just for something. But the last vote had the sinosauropteryx and the majungasaurus. I need to find the majungasaurus. A majungasaurus, I don't know. Either way seems fine to me. Oh, that's all the way down there. I need majungasaurus. No, that's the Carnotaurus and the sinosauropteryx. Don't want those. What I want is the majungasaurus. I know the majungasaurus is here. Here it is. It was the first big, and I passed it. Of course, of course. It looks like the only 2 votes get to be the dinosaurs in the park. Oh, I just realized, how am I going to... You know what, forget it this time. Forget it this time. I'm just not going to worry about it. It's stressing my brain out. No, absolutely not. We are not putting more than 1 in there. Because if people didn't know about majungasaurus or majungasaurus, it is cannibalistic. It's a cannibal. It has no social behavior. It has no appropriate social behaviors. So that's what I say. It has no social behaviors. Absolutely none. Oh. Now sinosauropteryx are more socially acceptable dinosaurs. Actually, I don't even know what type thing this is. I did some research, but apparently it was not enough. So thank you to the people who voted. Because there are 2 channels I know that voted. And I know both of them. Yay! No. Oh no. The battery can't be dying in this... The mouse already? That's it. Oh. But they will be released in bulk if the votes on the community tab get any. But until then, it's there. Hold on. I want to see what these guys like. What do you like? Cohabitation. You're welcome. Oh yeah. Population of 8. Well, of course they got it. They got sand everywhere. They not the space. How is there not enough sand? It's a desert. Of course, it's all sand. What do you mean you don't have enough sand? There's clearly enough sand. There's clearly enough sand. What do you mean there's not enough water? I put water. And yes, there is a meat. There is a meat thing in here. It's over there. They're so tiny. You know what? I know what I must do. No. I'm gonna have to put down some more sand. If it's an entire desert, of course it's gonna have sand. Why is there no sand in a desert? The beach is not the only place with sand, you know. Oh, I see. Hold on. It's not sand. It is that. Well, I can fix that. It should be sand, though. Desert. I know what Arizona looks like. No, let's find out what else these guys. They're so tiny. I don't even know where they are. What do you guys want? You crazy little dinosaur. Oh, okay, that's good. That's good. Oh, I know what to do. I know what to do. If you guys remember from the previous, I need to figure this out. My brain. My brain needs to figure something out. Hold on. Lost track. That's true. I I am pretty sure I do not have OCD, so I think my oh wait, I almost forgot about my ADD. My brain is easily distracted. I forgot I have attention deficit disorder. I have been better with that disorder actually. Much better at focusing. I can focus. Oh, they're all over here. Oh yes, now I remember what it was. My brain is a little scatterbrained today, but that is fine. I'm not always like that. Well, not completely anyway. I prefer to not be thought of as scatterbrained. Because I'm not stupid. I'm not stupid, I'm very smart. I just tend to forget things now and again. I think of myself as clever. Not like super genius. Now, I have, I feel like a genius IQ when it comes to animals. But that's pretty much the only part of me that I feel I have genius IQ in. That's it. But it's not really a genius IQ, it's just a high quantity knowledge. Where's the decorations? Where's the decor? Oh, here's the decor. And if you guys remember, I did say I would add decor into the stuff. Wait, why? What was right? What is right? Oh, this. You! What were you? You weird little creature. So tiny, I don't even know where they are when I'm placing things. Time to decorate everything. Make it nice. Nice and cozy for them. What did they say? Yeah, that's a palm tree. isn't it? It looks like a palm tree. Because not all palm trees look the same, but all palm trees do have the palm fronds. Now we can add some cacti. A bunch of cacti over here. Whatever the whole bunch of cacti growing in one place would be called. Ooh, one of my favorite cactus is barrel cactus. I love barrel. Oh, large tree 3. I know. I forgot what this tree is. I forgot what this species was called, but I know of it. Well, if sinosauropteryx lived in an environment like this, it would make a lot of sense to have all of this. And they do not want grass, apparently. They do not like the feel of grass. Do they like this? They should probably smell the grass. But then again, they're carnivorous, so I don't know why they would want to do that. What was that? That was... Oh! I almost forgot the other dinosaur. Since no one else voted, I have to do both. That's what I decided to do when I post things. When I post about the dinosaurs, the creatures that you can put in the park. I will unleash. Today's episode will be called the sinosauropteryx and majungasaurus. Oh, wait, I never had a majungasaurus.
It's dinosaurs like this, the majungasaurus, that can really be a handful. It's short, stocky, and lives for the hunt. This is also one of the only dinosaurs we know of that may have engaged in cannibalistic behavior. Nothing like having your friends over for dinner.
It's proven they did. They saw bite marks on the bones of other majungasaurus. And what caused that? The other majungasaurus. What else would be deep? I don't know what you're talking about. May have? What do you mean may have? They had. They did. It was proven on their fossil records. Which is irony that those kinds of damages could even be solidified in rock. So this is not really a large, but more of a, not really small, but medium-sized predator. Maybe not even that much. What do you like, sir? Okay, you have your water, you have your open space. Oh, they're prey, so I need to put a prey-related one, other and rock. You like rock? Do you like rocks, or do you want a rock pattern? There's two different things in this game. So I'm going to replace this carnivore feeder with the live one. For those who are sensitive about nature's way, about how nature plays out naturally and how it should, I would turn away. Wait. Oh, okay, this is where it allows it to roam. This one doesn't, I don't think. Wait. What's the point of having that one have a chain then? Like, the feeder has hay on it, but that's not much of a difference. They're both the same thing. I feel bad. I feel bad myself. I feel bad myself for the goat. But it's nature. It's how it works. It is how it needs to be. Which is very, very unfortunate for a lot of people. I am not too fond of it. I feel bad for the goat, but again, it's how things have to be. I accept nature for what it is. But for some reason, that's only in the game. I know, but yet I still understand that that's how nature works. And if you guys are sensitive to that, then please. But let me put some rocks. It likes rocks. Well, rock pattern, I think. But I want to place some rocks in here for it. What type of rock, though? Let's make the entire enclosure. But I am serious. If no one wants to participate, for now that's not going to happen. I'm just gonna do it myself. Oh, and when I gotta think about this while I'm not doing a video. But now we have 3. Yeah. The water is the other way, sir. Or because technically it is not true that every dinosaur in Jurassic Park is female. Well, that's how it started, but that's not how it ended. It is very clear that Jurassic Park ended up with males, because otherwise there would not be babies in the series. But majungasaurus, and there it is. There's the thing that is guaranteed, I think. Antisocial behavior, obviously, because it is not. Wait, why does it like these things, but dislike carnivores? These are carnivores. This might be an omnivore, though. Scavengers could, I guess, I don't know. Actually, not. I guess scavengers count as carnivorous animals. But I do know what scavengers are in this case. That would most likely be Coelophysis and the Compsognathus. So, but there is one thing I'm going to leave intact, though. If anyone comes in wanting something like this, then I'll say, I'm sorry, but you do get to name them. You will get to name them. The other benefits are not there for the time being, until I can figure out some stuff. So those benefits will come back, I promise. They will come back. But they probably won't come back until there's a lot more to do. Because I feel like the reason that most people aren't participating is because they're unable to. But that's because there's only 87. 87. Which, by the way, I really appreciate that. Have you... Hold on. Have you made your whole territory? Yay! You have explored every little bit of territory. Which means this is good. That's good news. Because that means you have the entire thing as your turf. Now, what about these guys? What? You guys haven't gone around? Oh, they're expanding their territory. If you're hungry, go over to the feeder. Ouch. Sometimes the AI in this game can be stupid. Very stupid. Who was hungry? You? Good. Because sometimes the AI in this game can be very stupid. And let me explain. When they're like in like campaign, and I mean this, I am not a fan of campaign in this game. I completed that, but there's the Biosyn campaign is... I am not a fan of that. I am really not a fan of the Biosyn campaign. But not for the reason you think. It's fun and everything, but due to certain qualities, after this, I'm gonna put out another post. Find out what other kind of creatures should be placed. I'm gonna place... There's only gonna be one dinosaur in this next post, so... And that will be something... one of my favorite dinosaurs in the game, actually. And it's surprisingly not this, despite looking how fluffy it is. It looks very fluffy for something so small. Yes, the viewing platforms. Even from over here, you can barely see them, and it's mostly due to the fact that they're tiny. Of course they are tiny. Since when do they not decide to bring dinosaurs into this game that's so tiny that you can't even see them with the viewing platforms? That you have to... But apparently the people in this have like 20/20 vision or something. Or exceedingly far-sighted vision with 20/20 vision. Ouch. Which I found out, and I always kind of thought, that was measured by each eye. Which, by the way, I did not realize that. I just thought that, but I didn't actually. I thought that was just a theory, but apparently it's true that it does measure by both eyeballs. So, thank you to who voted. So now we have 3 different creatures. The sinosauropteryx and the majungasaurus. Although there's not much I can really say, I will be ending this video at 12:53, because that's when it actually started. 11:50. So it's only gonna go for an hour today. Well, I'm going to attempt to make it an hour, but I don't know. Now that we got those votes in, so but the benefits that are coming into the play are going to be with votes. The two highest votes will get the creature that they voted for. Yes. And they will be released in bulk. So yeah. Now I'm going to break it off right here. And you will get to name them too. That's how the participation will be for now. I will bring back all the rest of the types of participation later, when there are more people. Because let's face it, it's still not all that big of a channel, and I respect that. And I don't mind that. But for those who have subscribed, I appreciate you all. I don't care if they're complaining. They have a majungasaurus to go see. Oh, ooh, did I not? Oh, now I remember what I had to do. I have to go make the majungasaurus visible. But if it comes on over here too much... Oh, there it is. Viewing platform. Let's get a viewing platform out here. Oh no, it's in attractions, isn't it? Why are they in attractions? They're part of the enclosures. There. Now people can see the majungasaurus. I sure hope it decides to stay in the place with the food and water, because that's what they do in this game. They wander so far from it, and then when they get super hungry or super thirsty, they just decide to lie down and wait for and sleep until their health is completely drained. And then they basically pass on, because that is what I mean by the AI in this game can be stupid. when they're thirsty or hungry, they just lie down and sleep instead of going to the food and water. But since this is sandbox mode, do I really have to worry about the majungasaurus? I probably should just have one because they're not all that social if they're going to eat each other. Oh, it is a medium carnivore. It is a medium carnivore. Okay, I wasn't wrong. I was just guessing. Oh, there goes the majungasaurus on the hunt. You know, I wonder, what was the point of that? Why didn't you just eat it instead of having to circle around it? If you are that hungry, wow, that's savage. You know what? That's what I'm going to do. And that's what your name is now Savage. Because you can be savage with your food, man. There. You are now named Savage because you can be quite aggressive with the goat. Well, some creatures in the game will just are either big enough. I don't think medium predators are that big when it comes to prey. Who knows what other things Majungasaurus hunted aside from other Majungasaurus? And that's another little interesting thing. Jurassic Park doesn't only have Jurassic animals in it. Time is going fast. So in the case of everything else, I also want to get something in to this and this. And if the same two people vote again, I hope that actually encourages voting, because I really need to get some other things in this part. But for this next poll, I'm going for the next voting poll. I will put something of this variety and this variety. Aviary and lagoon. So how are these guys? How are you guys doing over here? Now, if you want a name on the dinosaurs or creatures in here, just say so. But I do have to say, you have to make it appropriate, please. The game will not. There are some things that the game will not accept. So try to keep it as appropriate as possible. as of now, we're gonna be eating baby steps. Apparently, no one understands what it means to have such perspective on actually being able to do stuff. Because to be honest, there's actually another reason why. Because I want people to interact with me in a sense. I want people to actually... I'm 87 subscribers in, and yet I don't feel like I'm like I am getting enough live chat interaction at times. Don't get me wrong, there have been plenty of stuff like that in the past. Looking for food. If you looked at, there's food everywhere. Look at all this. I placed this all here for you guys. Go on, have at it. Have a snack. Oh, snacks? When there's snacks, I cannot resist. I cannot resist snacking. Wait, is this the food? I don't know. Why couldn't you have just eaten that from the other side? That's another thing when I think about that's stupid about the AI. That they have to like circle their food to eat it when they could just eat it from one side. When they don't have to circle it. Which makes me curious on why they didn't make the thing smarten up a little bit. I mean, it's AI, they're not actually real, but well, they were real at one point. They were real species at one point, but they're not real. They're no longer in existence. They went extinct. Oh, we haven't. I'm gonna check for any other. Gonna go around to all of them and check the. Why do these guys have to be so tiny? Oh, of course. Do you want anything else? Okay, these are environmental needs. Territorial needs. Cohabitation. What do you mean? What do these guys like? In the ways of other animals. Oh! That's also something else. If there's anything that this thing will get along with, we shall put it in here. Maybe we should also add maybe some silophysis. Oh no, I know what we can add into here. The one dinosaur that would work perfectly with these guys because they're they're roughly around. Oh, that was just a little hill. They are roughly around the same size as the sinosauropteryx. I don't even know if it's a dinosaur or not, because some of the animals in this game are not dinosaurs at all. Like Dimetrodon, that's a synapsid. Dimetrodon is a synapsid. Lystrosaurus is another one of those mammal-like reptiles that existed back in the day. They're mammal-like because they're reptiles that have mammalistic behavior. Which means they behave like mammals when they're reptiles. I gotta do more research on the sinosauropteryx and then I can spread that knowledge. So they like everything except for Indominus Rex, Indoraptor, and the Scorpius Rex. That would be fun. Okay, good. Now let's go check the other thing. Well, we already know the likes and dislikes for Majungasaurus. Or Majungasaurus, I don't know. Is there anything else you want? And we can add whatever kind of dinosaur that is, Carnotaurus or some sort of scavenger in here with this. But I know exactly what I would want to add here. I know exactly what I would want to add here. Well, of course, if it is voted on in the voting poll, it will be added in with the sinosauropteryx. Note. In the voting polls, I will also possibly bring back species from previous voting polls to give those species a chance at being in the park more than enough times. You know what? I think I should do that because there's these things I gotta get done in here as well. For this, is there any grass? No. Apparently, it doesn't deserve grasses. There is some grass-like plants. There's grass-like plant life in the desert. And I know this because I've been into the desert more than enough times to see it. There, because I'm going to add some feeders in here. This and this, because there's going to be one animal that we add in here that requires this. The voting polls. I will now add sand. No. There's two types of sand. Now, if I could get a place with snow as a... that would be great. I probably should have put the sand down first. It's almost time. Gotta hurry up. Got to rush. Now, is there anything I can place in? Oh wait, I think I know what I could place in with them. But maybe only 2, just to not crowd the area. No. I'm gonna do it anyway because, well, yeah. I'm gonna do it now, as for the end of the video. Where is it? Oh, it's way at the top. Okay. I don't know why it took me to have majungasaurus in the park. For it to finally give some details. It should give details on any and all the dinosaurs. I gotta go do more with that. What? No little quip on the animals? Come on. Well, it doesn't matter actually because it's sandbox mode. How do you dislike other sauropods when you are sauropods yourselves? Doesn't make sense. And then it's contradictory because it likes Ankylodocus, and Ankylodocus is another sauropod. A hybrid sauropod, but it's a sauropod. Most likely because it has DNA of an Ankylosaurus. So it just works with it. I guess that's good neck protection there. Because predators would usually, or will usually bite from the top of the neck to grab around the neck. So I guess it makes sense. Although I do like the design for the Amargasaurus in this. It's very nice. Very nice. Sure, there it is. And if you... Now I don't know what else to do. Because I only have 3 minutes. Oh! 3 minutes and I should have fed the fish. I got to be better at feeding them exactly at 12. Okay, fellas, let's get you guys some foodstuffs. fish should be left. Oh yeah. Ah, there we go. It's only a minute left. So, my bad. I have to go feed the fish. Actually, that's normal now. Is it chasing the goat, or are you trying to chase the goat? Oh no, it's that. How did that happen? I did not touch anything that involved that, did I? That would speed up time again. Well, there we go. Some new animals have been added into the park today. Well, a few of them, because I decided I was gonna do stuff for mine. You can add some Amargasaurus. But we got the majungasaurus. And the sinosauropteryx. Being so tiny. Man. I don't like it when that happens. It's clipping through the meat. Well, that's all for today. Thank you for watching. And I will see you all in tomorrow's episode. Bye. Yes, please.